Hi, welcome to the class. Today we'll do one practical on Wheatstone bridge or slide bar bridge. Now, the theoretical part we have already understood. Today I'll show you the equipments. Along with the equipments, I'll show you taking some readings and then calculating the unknown resistance. Right? So let's begin with the different components of this experiment. So here you can see that this is a meter bridge, and in this meter bridge, as you could see, there is a scale, and above the scale you have a wire. Now the scale is of 100 centimeter, and the wire which is put up on this scale is made up of manganese or constant, right? Now there are two ends which are given here in order to connect the wires. Also these copper strips are given, which we have already discussed also during the theory part. And you could see that these copper strips are thick. Why they are thick? Because if area is more, resistance would be less. Then these gaps are given in order to connect the unknown resistance and to connect the resistance box. With the with this in between connection, you could connect the galvanometer, and with the galvanometer, this jockey is connected. So this is the jockey, and one end is connected with the battery eliminator. These are the equipments which we are going to use. We have the Wheatstone bridge, we have resistance box, we have galvanometer, we have jockey, we have the key, we have the battery eliminator or the cell. This is the power of source of power, right? And this is how it will be connected. So I will show you this positive end of the battery eliminator. It would be connected to one end of this meter bridge. The negative would be connected to the key. The negative would be connected to the key. So this negative end is connected to the key, and one end of the key is connected to the end of this meter bridge, right? From this gap, this is the wire whose resistance I am calculating. I have a wire whose length is around 40 centimeter, 40 or 50 centimeter. Then from here, I've connected it with the positive of the galvanometer. This is the galvanometer, and through negative of the galvanometer, I've connected with the jockey. Right? This is the jockey. It is a device to make contact with the wire. All right. And this end we have the resistance box which is connected, and this is the overall connection. Now, in order to start it, I'm using 2-volt resistance from the battery eliminator. Okay. And if I put on the key, so very first thing which you are supposed to do is to check the double-sided deflection in the galvanometer. Okay. So you will tap the key here. You could see galvanometer going to one side, and if I tap the key here, it should go to the other side. As you could see, the deflections are both sides. Now when the deflection you have checked, you take out the 1 ohm resistance from this resistance box. 1 ohm resistance, okay, 1 ohm is already taken out. So this is the 1 ohm resistance which is taken out. And for this 1 ohm resistance, you have to find the balancing length. So as you could see, the deflection was both sides. So I'll try to find a balancing length. So you could see the galvanometer does not show any deflection at this point. So this length I'll be noting down. So it is around 42.4. So this is the length at which the galvanometer does not show any deflection. So needle of the galvanometer does not show any deflection, it is at 0. Okay. And if I move it towards this side, it will show some deflection. Right. So at 42, I'll turn it off. I'll just show you one or two readings. So this R is 1 ohm. This is in ohm. This is in centimeter. This is in centimeter. And this is of course in ohm. Because this is S, which is unknown resistance. So R is 1 ohm. This length, balancing length was 42.4. Now you could calculate this 100 minus this balancing length. 100 minus 42.4, which is 57.6. This is 57.6. And this S you can calculate because we have used this formula, P upon Q is equals to R upon S. P upon Q is equals to R upon S. So P upon Q is equals to R upon S. P is the L length, Q is 100 minus L, R is the resistance of the resistance box, and S is the known resistance. So S will be equal to R into 100 minus L upon L. So this will be the formula. So this I am using here. So if I calculate it, 100 minus L, that is 57.6, and then into R, that is 1, which is 57.6 divided by 42.4, which turns out to be 1.35. I am taking it up to 2 decimal places, right? So this is one reading. Now one more reading I'll show it to you. Again I'll turn it on. I'll take out the resistance of 2 ohm. So this I have taken out 2 ohm. Now again tap on this key. The circuit is completed. Very first step, check both sides deflection. This is this side, perfectly fine. This is this side, perfectly fine. Now try to find out for this the balancing length. So as you could see, the balancing length is around 54.5. Okay, so 54.5 is the balancing length where the galvanometer does not show any deflection. So I'll show it to you by moving my jockey here and there so that you could see that the deflection is there. As you could see, the deflection is there in the galvanometer. But if I keep it around 54.5, there is no deflection in the galvanometer, right? So this length also we have figure out. So this was 54 for 2 ohm, it was 54.5. Now again we will do 100 minus L. So if we do 100 minus 54.5, I'm getting it to be 45.5. Now again using 45.5 multiplied by 2, which is 91, and then if I divide this 91 by 54.5, it is coming out to be 1.669. I'm writing 1.67, right? So this is the second reading which I have got. Now one more I'll show it to you, 3rd ohm, that is for 3 ohm. So again we have to turn it on, put on the key. Now see guys, in this resistance box all these resistances are connected in series. So this is 2 ohm. So if I take out this 1 ohm, then this comes in the series and it becomes 3 ohm, right? So again I have to check both sides deflection. So if I touch it here, it is coming like this side, and if I touch it there, it has to be to the other side. So that is perfectly fine. Both sides deflection are there. Now finding out the length. At this point, the galvanometer does not show any deflection and it is around 65.2. So 65.2 is the length at which galvanometer does not show any deflection, right? So this is the third unit. So 65.2. 65.2. So again we'll do this 65.100 minus 65.100 minus 65.2, 34.8. So it is coming out to be 34.8. And if you 34.8 into 3, 104.8 and divided by 65.2, which is coming out to be 1.60. 1.60. One more, I'll take two more. That is for 4 and 5 ohm also I'll take, right? So this is, again tap on the key. Now what I am going to do, I am going to turn it off. I have to bring 4 ohm in the circuit. This 2 and 2 will come in the series. So this is 4 ohm. Now checking the both sides deflection. It's coming this way, perfectly fine. If I touch it there, it's going that side, perfectly fine. Let me check now. The point at which it should show no deflection is coming out to be 68.6. So it is 68.6, right? So 68.6 is the point at which galvanometer does not show any kind of deflection. 68.6, and yeah, deflection is there. 68.6. So that is 68.6. Now, if I do the calculation, so it is coming out to be 31.4, and if I multiply this 31.4 into 4, it is 125.6, and if I divide it by 68.6, that would be 1.83. I'm calculating it in 2 decimal place. My answer. So now this I'll do for 5 ohm. That would be my last reading. So in this case, I'll turn it off, and okay, I'll take out this 5. So I'll take this 2 to 4 and this 1 ohm. So now it is 5 ohm because they are connected in series, right? Now turn it on, put the key back, circuit is closed now, check the both side deflection, it is coming this side, when I touch it there, it's coming that side. Okay, now okay, it is coming 74.5, at which the galvanometer does not show any deflection. I'll show it to you like this, and if I move this side, you can see the galvanometer moving. It has to be around 74.5, at which the galvanometer does not show any deflection. If I move it that side, it should go to the other side. It is going that side. And if I bring it back at 74.5, it should no deflection, right? So this is the 74.5 at which the galvanometer shows no deflection, right? Yeah, 74.5. So this is how you have to do 74.5 Now again if you calculate 100 minus 74.5, which is 25.5. Now 25.5 into 5, that is 127.5, and if that is divided by 74.5, it will come 1.71. Now these are my experimental values for the unknown resistance, that is this wire which is connected here. This is a wire which is connected here. So this wire whose length is 40 to 50 centimeter, I think this is 40 centimeter. So its resistance we have calculated, and I did not know the resistance of this wire, right? So the resistances of all these values, you have to take the mean. So mean of all these values. So if I calculate the mean of all these values, it would be 1.35, then plus 1.67, plus 1.60, then plus 1.83, then plus 1.71, that is equal to 8.16. And if I divide 8.16 divided by 5, it would be 1.63. So 1.63 is the resistance of this unknown wire, that is and this unit should be ohm. So this is the resistance of this unknown wire of 40 centimeter, and of course there must be some error. So error, you know, we take like plus minus 15% to 20% of this value. So that is my resistance of unknown wire, resistance of unknown resistance of wire of length 40 centimeter, right? Thank you so much.